Well, lads, another 2 weeks has gone by, and now we have new cosmetics. However, one of which is a reissue. So, we have Armageddon Steel Legion, we have the Confessor back, we have some no-name Psyker, and another Ogryn, wearing that nice tank armor. We'll get into it, and you know what? I'm just gonna take over for a second. There are single items in this read that are 1,400 Aquilas. Single helmets that they're asking 1,400 Aquilas for. They're not even good quality. One of them has huge clipping issues through the mask and is missing eyebrows. I swear to God, I love the lore that is being come up with in some aspects. Some of it's really good, some of it's really bad. But Fatshark, you're killing me. You're killing me. It's getting so hard to want to keep making content for this game. Alright, let's get into the lore. Come on. Infantryman Krastov. Apparently hailing from the 91st, Krastov, like all members of the Steel Legion, is fiercely proud of his regiment's participation in the defense of Hive Hell's Reach. Most suspect that both he and Moro being present in Grendel's warband cannot be coincidence. How many more of them are there? As soon as they take off the gas mask and trench coat, they're impossible to separate from the rest of the rejects. At least, if they were Cadians, they'd probably... have those telltale purple eyes. At least you know what we've been doing, and we ain't afraid of no Karking demons. Kassar camo. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what every Cadian is using, a trench shovel with holes so he can't properly fill sandbags. Yeah, that makes sense. Named for the great fortress cities of Cadia. This coloration is one of several simple neutral patterns adopted by the famed Kassakin. Not everything has to be Kassakin when you know you failed making Kassakin camo and a Kassakin armor set. Scheme's popularity has been assured by such elite endorsement. Kettle pattern helm with chain gorget. Somewhat dated, but for a time this was a style popularly worn by regiments raised from Branks Magna. The Kalidar Wars, providing ear protection and shade from the biting wind and scorching sun. These caps became popular for infantry during the Kalidar Wars. Steel Legion flak helmet, parade polish. Spit, polish, and a whole load of elbow grease has made this helmet shine like the Emperor's light. Let's talk about this one. This helmet is 1,400 Aquilas. It's missing eyebrow textures. This is not worth 1,400. Stop it. Confessor Resplendent. Alina Dura. Is there any better way to serve the Emperor than to incite the masses into a frenzy of faith-filled zeal? Confessor Resplendent Alina Dura doesn't think so. With hatred of their enemies stoked, Dura has a way of agitating the crowd, whipping them into a near-hypnotic state. And then, questions begin. Are you doing everything you can to serve the Emperor? Are you willing to sacrifice yourself, as he sacrificed himself for mankind? Isn't it true that you harbour a mutant amongst your midst? In a full swing, Dura's oratory is so powerful that she rings forth confessions from the innocent, except she knows that none are really innocent. Woe to any that do not rise to meet her exacting standards, for she is full ready to smite down those who are not. Excoriator's incense rebreather. It is said that the incense expands the mind, offering insight into the thoughts of others. It certainly grants manic vigor. Sounds almost like they're trying to be psychers. But we won't say that to Preacher now, will we? Incantata Mark IV Nero Obedience Helm. Recovered from a vault on Pavane. It is not known where it had come from, nor to whom it last belonged. Well, if it's got gold on the ears and gold on the inquisitorial eye, then it's probably someone important. Catechizers sanctum hood. Seekers of the truth must hide their identities, lest they are sought to turn. This one doesn't look too bad, but it'd be nice if the skull went around the whole face, instead of a hood. Ogryn Masturis, a vision in black and gold. Masturis takes great care in presenting an aloof, detached persona. Not too tricky when you're a Psyker. Most people don't get too close if they can help it. However, when the heat of battle calls, and there are heretics to smite, that cool, collected demeanor vanishes. Woe betide those who find themselves on the wrong end of Ogryn's battle Psykana. Cool enough lore, Cosmetic looks a bit scuffed, I won't lie. Crucian Valgard, remain faithful, and you shall gain glorious victory, or honorable martyrdom. This helmet is also 1400 Achilles. It looks a little better than the veterans. However, I don't think it's worth 1400 for head tassels. Ulysses Mark IV Alpha Psykana Meditation Helm. Favored by psychers who fear loss of control. Can clamp psychic dampeners and mood restrictors to ease the burden of overstressed minds that fear to wander. If the inner conductors begin to sizzle, beware. Seize the strands of the future. Death Call Cavalry Saber. In many regiments, the cavalry saber is seen as more of a ceremonial piece than a weapon. Not so for the grim rough riders of the Death Corps of Krieg. This is Psyker only. Sorry lads, we don't get a power sword version of it. Bartel. Bartel spent many campaigns attached to the 89th Cadian Armored Division. Not a normal assignment for an Ogryn squad. They can hardly fit in a Leman Russ after all. Ain't that true? No. Bartel's squad were in logistics. And for an Ogryn, logistics means lifting things. Specifically, very heavy things. Bartel developed quite an affinity for tank traits, even adapting some to fit his breastplate. And by adapting, we mean hitting very hard. Cleaver, Barkat's honor. This ornate patterning is taken from the personal heraldry of Gunther Barkat, one of the most powerful nobles of Atoma, and is worn by his personal guard, Mobian 82nd Commando Beret. In the Fringe Wars, it is not unusual for elite or shock units to be further distinguished by special issued berets. The 82nd, or the Nighthawks, as they like to be known, specialized in covert ops. The black beret was worn with pride during all formal occasions. Grok's hard eye patch. It might not be as functional as an augmetic, but the worn leather that this is made of is certainly comfortable and has a roguish charm of its own. You get 'em, big man. Pishash hood. Plateau camo. Legends persist of similarly clad assassins who kill without making a sound. This did not belong to such a one. Spooky. That's it, lads. No more coverage today of the cosmetics, that's everything. Shout out to the patrons for supporting the channel. You too can support on Patreon by heading down in the description below. Or you can support by becoming a channel member. Or as always, support for free. Hit like and subscribe, comment and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.